Okay, it looks like we have some duplicates in this data. The Claude told me it removed them, but clearly didn't. So I'm just going to ask it to write another script and be super careful, and particularly to look at things which are unambiguous, like exactly the same name, particularly things like phone numbers and addresses. So this has exactly the same phone, exactly the same address, exactly the same name. I may lose some. I actually think this is that Elon Musk company. I guess it is XAI. Um, it's somewhere from a pretty famous companies, Databricks, Airbnb, etc. But they may not be in the top 100. If they are, all of these things. So forgot there was like 57,000. I'm guessing we get to 30 something after I have the script written. But I'd rather this a little cleaner than it is. And again, that might be 2 seconds writing that script. So I think it's worth it at this point to clean this up a bit more. It's very dirty-ish data now, but the whole point of this exercise is to get it cleaner, better annotate, cleaner, better annotate, cleaner, better annotate, cleaner, better annotate. Eventually, I'll set up a website that'll allow people to put in what they know about these companies. And that if that happens, it will happen. But when it happens, then it could be a special database because it would be something where there's a lot of information about these companies, particularly as it relates to international students. So that's it. I just want to, it's a good idea. They'll actually look at your data and, it looks pretty good ish, but there are clearly some duplicates here. Okay. Take care. Okay. So I just did what I did before. I pasted, 3 or 4 examples of the data file, even though it literally just wrote a script for that data file like 2 minutes before. There's a good chance it would have made a mistake and not remembered the data structure. So I just went ahead and in fact, I saved a little sample of the data file so I don't have to pick it out again because I know pretty much every time I'm going to ask it to work with that data file, I want to give it an example. So I just extracted some, saved it as a separate file so I can just cut and paste when I prompt. But what I had to did that, I went ahead and looked at the CSV file. So I'm going to update the CSV file and the Excel file and the text file on the GitHub because, this one's better. And so if you happen to have downloaded it like 10 minutes after I did it, then you may want to go back and download it again. But basically, it sort of made sense. I took a look at the Excel and didn't find duplicates. And just sort of guesstimating, I expected to go from about 60,000 to 40,000, and that's what it did. It went from 57,000, 58,000 to 41,000. So that looked like sort of the duplicate rate just by eye, and that matched that. It reduced it by another 28%. Okay, so again, this is not perfect data, but step by step, we just make the data better and better and better and better until it's really useful data for people to find jobs.